real pressure, though, you feel, and it's a pressurised game for all concerned, but it's really on the Inter because they can't afford to allow Juventus to get a 10-point gap at the top if, as expected, Juve win their game tomorrow. As I say, Juve and Milan and Roma, the other three sides in contention for this Scudetto, the Italian Championship, playing against sides in the bottom four, all expected to win tomorrow. So the outcome of this one, all the more important. First corner of the game goes to Lazio, and Mihajlovic to take. So much quality normally on his set pieces, and looking to try and catch Peruzzi unaware. A little rangefinder perhaps for later from Mihajlovic. He gets so much bend and pace on those corners, and of course we all know his expertise from free kicks. Header won by Nesta, but falls kindly here for Seedorf. Tracked all the way by Sensini. And now Simic. Throw to Inter. These two sides, of course, will be meeting in the final of the Coppa Italia this season. Two-leg final, first on the 12th of May, and the second leg will be played at the end of the Serie A season on the 18th of May. And the European place is guaranteed by virtue of winning the Coppa Italia, but both these sides will be looking to qualify for the Champions League. And remember, Inter without any European club competition at all this season, after a very poor performance last time out. Here's Veron. Argentinian international teammate Zanetti in attendance, but a good ball to Salas, plenty waiting for the cross, and away by Cordoba. Referee had a good look at that, challenged by Sensini with Seedorf. Lazio in possession, Veron with a ball in. Cut out pretty comfortably by Inter. Helped on again by Sensini. Nedved applying the pressure here to Simic, now Panucci. And here's Laurent Blanc. Exchanges passes with his fellow Frenchman, Coe. And now Veron. Nicely weighted ball for Nedved. He was rather isolated there, Pavel Nedved. Been in good form of late. And no threat on Peruzzi's goal. Zamorano, nicely down to Recoba, but it wasn't a very good pass by the Inter striker. Thumped forward by Nesta. Simic with a good header. Now, early ball forward and onside here, Nedved. He's got the right side as far as he's concerned of Panucci. Strong hands from Peruzzi. But this is the sort of form that Nedved's been in recently, and that was a good save by Peruzzi. Strong hands. And the ricochet away from the Inter keeper to take the ball out for a corner to Lazio. And again, Mihajlovic will take. Simeone at the near post. Oh, and almost squeezed right across the face there. It was Zamorano who got it clear. Back in again by Mihajlovic. Shot from Veron! And that didn't miss by too much from Juan Veron. I think there might have been a flag from the referee's assistant on the far side. I don't think there was any question of offside. There was an Inter player left in very deep there. He really got hold of it, Veron. Just unable to hit the target. Pancaro at stretch did well to find Veron. Nice look about Lazio in these opening minutes. Come in for some criticism after losing here against Feyenoord and then only drawing the return Champions League game. So in need of a lift. It's a good ball from Nedved. Real chance here, Stankovic! Well, he scuffed it badly in the end, Dejan Stankovic. What a good opportunity. They were short of cover on the left flank of the defence here, Inter. And he just overstretched in the act of shooting, as you'll see here. Not just led to the ball going out off the outside of the left boot of Stankovic. And it was a chance. Work here for Marchegiani, the Lazio goalkeeper. Veron, oh, he's done well. Found Stankovic. Again, they're short down the left. Important interception there by Simic. Oh, some lackadaisical defending by Inter. One or two players looking round at each other in quizzical mood about who's taking control. The answer at the moment is not too many in yellow shirts. Laurent Blanc with a free kick. Recoba. Panucci with a header. Coe in there first ahead of Sensini. Continued his run, Benoit Coe, but Nesta, one of the most accomplished defenders in Italian football, a fixture of the national side at the moment, able to shepherd the ball out without any difficulty whatsoever. Header on by Simeone, as far as Coe. This is Recoba. Edged out of it by Veron, such a well-balanced player, Juan Veron. Referee's whistle a little early there, that's what's causing the furore from the terraces. He just didn't quite wait for the advantage, did he? Our match official, because Lazio would have had a semblance of a break on there. Has a reputation, though, for allowing games to flow. Stefano Braschi, the referee, out of the head of Laurent Blanc for a Lazio throw. It's virtual one-way traffic. This time it's off Panucci. Pancaro's throw. Nedved trying to turn away from Laurent Blanc. It's a little fortunate to find that touchdown for Simic. Recoba looking for Zanetti. It's hopelessly misplaced though. Stankovic. Now Zanetti, the Inter's captain, playing at left wing back tonight because there's no Yorgatos, the Greek international. Very much more at home in the centre of midfield though, Zanetti. It's not to say he can't do a job at left wing back, but his preferred position's in the middle of the park. Negro, a little lucky to get a second bite at that one. Veron, sweetly done into the path of Stankovic. Two players unmarked, one of them Nedved. Simeone's gone on ahead of him, here he is now. Salas trying to get a position for the pass, and he would have been onside had Panucci not got the touch there. And eventually the Inter right wing back was fouled. Dino Zoff. He was a former president of Lazio before he got the national team job of Italy amongst the spectators. Now here's Seedorf. Looking to run Negro. Now, was he held off? No, said the referee. Well, the Lazio right back. Veron. Trying to find a way to pass here, and he almost did for the ever-mobile figure of Nedved. It was a little bit of a dive-in by the Czech on Panucci. He wasn't best pleased by the challenge from Pavel Nedved. And was there any contact? You make up your own mind. The referee's made up his mind and given Lazio a corner. Their third in the opening minutes here. Driven in again fiercely by Mihailovic. Good strong hand again from Peruzzi. Nesta with time and space to pick out Negro, and now it's with Veron. Early one in, and that's easy for Peruzzi. Inter currently enjoying their best run of unbeaten games of this Serie A season. It's come at a very opportune time for them. And this is such a big game for both these clubs. Veron held off by Simic, illegally so, says the referee, who was ideally positioned. Just to emphasise how important this match is for Lazio. They are home to Roma and away to Juventus in 2 of their next 3 matches. So this is a big period for Lazio, both domestically and in Europe. Veron. Inter, on the other hand, have a pretty easy looking run ahead of them. Home to Bologna, away to Lecce, home to Regina and away to Udinese. They only have Juventus at home of the title contenders after this in the rest of their season. So if they can get a favourable result here, Inter, they could really start a march towards getting right in the shake-up to possibly win their first Scudetto since '89. Sven-Göran Eriksson just going at a shot there, was so close to Lazio's first championship since 1974, when they were pipped by just 1 point by Milan. They had a scintillating finish to the season last time out, winning their last 7 games, I think it was, when Lazio looked in pole position to be champions. There's Lippi, knows all about Scudettos, 3 in 5 years with Juve. Here's Nedved, getting the better of Simic, now Salas. Laurent Blanc to pinch it off his toe. And not a good touch by Seedorf, he's in trouble here. Panucci. Nesta in there ahead of Zamorano. Veron looking for Salas. Alert goalkeeping by Peruzzi. Good ball. Fine running too by Recoba. Good tussle on between he and Nesta. The referee said a foul against the Lazio skipper. Well, yes, there was hands in the end. There's Ravanelli. Thought there might have been a start for him tonight. But Sven-Göran Eriksson opting for a lone striker in Salas, and 5 across the midfield. There's been plenty of those 5 midfielders forward so far in the early minutes. Safe hands, just from Marchegiani. Bit of shirt tugging going on, as we saw from replay, but as I've said before, in these Italian Serie A matches, they very rarely go punished. Stankovic. Wonder onto the return from Nedved. And they just managed to slam the door shut. And it was ajar for a while there, inside that Inter penalty area. Stankovic again, or rather Negro to Stankovic. Good ball in, Nedved. Got in front of his marker. At the angle, that's a little too difficult. Here was the earlier chance. And Zanetti just getting there ahead of Salas. But they look uneasy at the back, Inter. This is the second opportunity. Nedved getting in front of Panucci, but just couldn't angle his body for the header on target. Sensini showed too much of that to Koe. Seedorf. Too strong for Zamorano. Veron. Forward by Pancaro. Cordoba with some cool defending. Oh, given in favour of Inter. Or was it offside against Inter? A bit of confusion amongst the players with the decision made, but he's given it for the offside. Nesta. Seedorf dispossessed by Negro, winning most of the 50-50s at the moment. Lazio! Side netting only. Well, the shot, looking for the surprise element, it was from Stankovic. It may be that Peruzzi had his angles covered anyway. It was Sting behind the drive. Here come Lazio again in the shape of Nedved. Peruzzi couldn't hold on, and happy to see Ivan Cordoba ideally placed to hack it to safety. Lots of space though here for Nedved. Veron, here come Lazio again, Pancaro, and the shot is wide from Nedved. Well, he's had a good clear sight of the goal on a few occasions now. Fine play from Pancaro, the left back. And Nedved should have done better, although there was some attention here from Cordoba. But he had a sight, didn't he? Well, the coach Eriksson will be well pleased with this Lazio performance. The only downside, I think, will be that his side are not possibly a couple of goals up by now. Veron almost picking out Salas. Cover on though from Cordoba. Virtually nothing seen of Recoba or Zamorano up front for Inter. Virtually all the possession for the side in white, Lazio. But now, here's Biagio. Better ball, it's a real chance here, and a goal! Recoba's got it! And would you believe that? Totally against a run of play, and the hordes who've made the journey from Milan to Rome. And the joy is unbridled on the terraces there. And the young Uruguayan, just 23 years old, Alvaro Recoba, has got his 7th Serie A goal of the season, and didn't he take it well in its stride? And a sure finish beyond Marchegiani, fed by Biagio. That was the ball that made it. First touch too, added to the opportunity. Hands for Marchegiani, but the sheer velocity of the shot too much for the Lazio keeper. 1-0 Inter. Well, what a shocker for the Lazio players and the Rome faithful. Here's Seedorf, trying to link with Zanetti. Veron. Oh, he didn't see Zanetti coming to pinch possession for Inter. And it's back with Lazio and Nesta. Good ball to Negro. Here's Stankovic. That's how to play, I think. It's going to be a goal kick to Inter. As we look again, a strong left foot shot from Recoba. Just couldn't divert it wide. He read the intentions pretty well, Marchegiani. It was just the pace on the shot that was too much for the Lazio keeper. And the sort of shaky defending we've seen from Inter so far, they might need the cushion of that goal. That's offside against Salas. Good decision by the referee's assistant. Torres, Nedved! Oh, they got the fortune there, the ricochet. Quite whom it came off, I'm not sure. Both sides contesting the decision. Fiercely driven by Nedved. It appeared to come off Zamorano, I think. You might see conclusively from here. Yes, it's off Zamorano. The officials didn't see it amidst a forest of players. And that should have been a corner. Inter got the goal kick. It's back in their territory again. This is Coe to Panucci. And now Seedorf. Panucci again. Zamorano to Coe. Now Biagio. Trying to lift one in. Took a little bobble, to be fair to Luigi Di Biagio, as he tried to dink one over the top for Zamorano. Recoba. No one within 30 metres or so of that one. Coe. Lazio again hunting in packs, but Seedorf has it now. Opens it out into space for Christian Panucci. Simic. He's putting Seedorf under a lot of pressure with that pass. An overzealous tackle from Simeone. It's not the first time that phrase has been used this season. Likes a tackle, old Diego Simeone. Panucci with a free kick for Inter, who lead totally against the run of play through a 19th minute goal from Alvaro Recoba, the Uruguayan international striker. Only in tonight because of injury to Vieri. Of course, Inter still missing Ronaldo. Been out long term with a knee injury. He's been back for intensive rehabilitation recently in Brazil. He's back in full training for a little while now. And there is some talk he might be back before the end of March, but certainly sometime in April, the Brazilian. Here's Pancaro. Seedorf. Simeone. Nedved turning into trouble. Anywhere will do for Inter. Looks quite lively though, Nedved. Veron. Di Biagio. Well fed by Zamorano. 3 forward here for Inter. Well seen by Mihajlovic. What a mistake by Laurent Blanc. Here's Salas. Nedved. Delayed reaction before he went down, and the referee's decision is a free kick. And this is danger time for Inter. Nedved just couldn't regain his balance, although he tried to do as he went over beyond Cordoba. And this is a real opportunity. It's almost like a penalty, this. I'm not exaggerating with Mihajlovic. His quality is well known from this situation. Just about anywhere in an opponent's half is danger and red flag time when Mihajlovic is over a free kick. 19 of his 25 Serie A goals have come from free kicks. And Peruzzi's well aware of the threat, the Inter goalkeeper. It'll be a major surprise if he doesn't get it on target. It's a question of whether Peruzzi can find a save. Here's Sinisa Mihajlovic. The wall did its job. Negro. Stankovic. It's a throw for Lazio. Busily searching out as we head to half an hour mark in the first half for an equaliser. And they have a corner. Lots of work for Laurent Blanc and company to do at the back for Inter. Once again, Mihajlovic has got across to take. And again, we see tugging of shirt and bumping and boring going on there inside the penalty area. Here's Mihajlovic again. 5 white shirts looking to get on the end of this. And for once, that educated left foot lets down the Yugoslav international. And plenty well positioned for a decent cross there from Mihajlovic. Stankovic. A challenge by Recoba on Veron. It's a foul given against Sensini. Two competent players there, Sensini and Koe. There's Recoba, the man who's got the only goal so far, forward by Seedorf. There's a strong run here by Zamorano. And he'll have to settle for the corner in the end, when it might have been somewhat better for Inter. There's a good ball forward from Seedorf. And Recoba it is, the goal scorer, will come across to take the corner. Inter's first. Cordoba's got it from the back. Driven in dangerously for a moment. Biagio a little unfortunate to see the ricochet come off him. And out for a Lazio goal kick. There's some menace on the corner. It's cleared by Nedved from right on the goal line. Good header forward. It'll be too strong for Salas. You may well have seen it's been a disastrous week for Italian clubs in European competition. All 4 of their representatives in the UEFA Cup have exited the competition. It's the first time in 16 seasons that no Italian clubs got through to the last 8 of the UEFA Cup. And to add to that, both their sides in the Champions League failed to provide a win. Here's a chance for Lazio. Nobody able to get a meaningful touch onto that cross. Lazio drew away against Feyenoord, and Fiorentina lost in Spain 2-0 to Valencia. So both the Italian clubs have a lot to do to make it through to the next stage of the Champions League. Offside against Salas. Nedved got into a good position there. Tight decision against Salas, but he's again been rightly flagged. Good climb by Pancaro. Falls kindly though for Seedorf. Now it's with Di Biagio. Blanc. Di Biagio again. But no scope afforded there to the front two. Veron. Simeone's ball in. It's too strong for Salas. Life made easy for Peruzzi. But still, he's seeing most of the action at close quarters, the Inter goalkeeper. Been opportunities, Nedved and Veron early on. For Lazio. Down goes Panucci. Looks in vain for the free kick. There seemed to be too much in the challenge there from Pancaro. There was one game incidentally played earlier today in Serie A. And the full-time score there was Bologna 1, Venezia 1. Vital point for Venezia. Third bottom. It's still 3 points adrift of Verona, the side just above them. So a big job on for the likes of Piacenza, Cagliari and Venezia to escape the clutches of relegation. Goals in that match, incidentally, Kenneth Anderson for Bologna, Maurizio Gantz on loan from Milan for Venezia. Coe. What a mistake by quarterback. Here's Salas. One-on-one with Laurent Blanc here. It's Salas! And it was a pretty comfortable charge down in the end by Peruzzi. It was straight at him. Not a good finish, this, by the Chilean. Easy from the commentary box, but it favoured the little pass, didn't it, with the inside of the foot beyond the goalkeeper. Went for power. Recoba. Sensini needs to find a accurate header and did so for Nedved. Well, that ball might have been out, but maybe not the whole of it. Salas. Running into trouble. Laurent Blanc's just about as cool a customer as you could get, biding his time. Force the error out of Salas. Coe, Zanetti. Space here now for Recoba. He's giving that straight to Sensini, now with Simeone. Forward by Stankovic, arms raised for offside. No flag arrived, but Nedved gave it up early. Simic enjoying a good run in the side at the moment. Dario Simic, the Croatian international. Panucci back with Simic again. Di Biagio, Zanetti free, far side, well picked out by Di Biagio. Lovely way to pass. Looked like a foul. Seedorf, he thought so. Referee well positioned though. Allowed play to continue, and here's Nedved. Salas making a good run ahead of him. Well, he'd initially peeled out wide and then just made the little dart forward. And Nedved's pass just carried too much weight, not quite the accuracy for the Chilean. There's the incident in which Seedorf thought he should have had a free kick. Panucci. Cordova. Panucci. Nice layoff. Di Biagio. Panucci, decent crossing position here for the Inter right wing back. Passes up the opportunity, picks out Di Biagio instead. Cordova. Good defending from the front by Lazio. Veron and Salas involved there. Simeone, good tackle by Di Biagio. Players in support here. One of them is Recoba. Now it's Coe. Well, for a moment he pulled the trigger back there. Not known for his goal-scoring record, Benoit Coe. Yet to score in Serie A this season. Tried to feed Zamorano. Di Biagio again at the heart of things for Inter. Stankovic. Good ball, Sensini for Pancaro. Mihailovic. 5 minutes left then, plus any stoppage time Stefano Braschi deems to allow. Inter still leading through a 19th minute strike from Alvaro Recoba. Only real time they've threatened the Lazio goal. Lazio have had a number of good opportunities. Down goes Salas. The referee's decision is what? Free kick? And look how close that is to what would have been a penalty. Now, cards coming out here. Last man sending off for Recoba. Well, he was the last man with Salas. I'd like to see that one again. But a red card has been shown here for Recoba, the Colombian international. Now, what did you make of that? That is very harsh. If anything, it seemed to be Salas who was leaning into Recoba for me. And not only have Lazio got a free kick in a very promising position, they have now got a man advantage. Recoba has been sent off, and no wonder he looks distraught. That's not a good decision. It really isn't. Look at this. Whichever angle you look at it, it looks like an Inter free kick. And he has to go. $15 million signing from the Argentinian club San Lorenzo earlier in the campaign. Recoba disconsolately walks off. And can only bemoan his luck, because that was not a foul for me from the Inter defender. And it's a big decision, isn't it? In the old shake-up for the Scudetto in the top flight of Italian football this season. It could be such an important decision. Biagio looking on. And now Mihajlovic from almost an exact position from which he hit his earlier free kick into the wall. And this will really be cruel. This will add insult to injury if Mihajlovic scores from this. Mihajlovic then, well, he's not happy with the positioning of the wall. And it's going to be a yellow card for Mihajlovic. Well, he didn't think the wall was the necessary yardage back there. So a yellow card for the Yugoslav international. It's all happening here in the Olympic Stadium in Rome. Well, they broke clearly, didn't they, before he struck it. The referee still in earnest conversation with a number of Lazio players. He's struggling to make himself heard at the moment. And Mihajlovic still looms ominously for Inter over this free kick. Mihajlovic to strike, again the wall, Mihajlovic again! Now to take a deflection, it did. Well, you don't often get away with two bites of the cherry with this fella, but they did. And they deserved it. Inter. Shouldn't have been a free kick and should not have been a sending off. In comes the corner. Hooked away by Biagio. We'll just be happy to get to half-time now, Inter, for sure. But a big task on now with a man disadvantage. Goes Nedved, wins a good header. Salas climbing with Peruzzi bravely. Goalkeeper just did enough. And that'll be a throw to Inter. Good climb by Salas, not much of him, but he got up early. Veron linking with Salas, shows too much of that to Simic. Nice header down by Sensini to Pancaro. Veron, well, he telegraphed that, didn't he? Sent off with the intentions there of Juan Veron, who's won it back from the Dutchman. And that's a foul by Seedorf on Nedved. Just a little frustrated, Seedorf, for not making the best of the opportunity a few seconds earlier. Into stoppage time then at the end of a curious first half, where Inter, with so little of the possession, Still leading Lazio, in by Mihajlovic. Peruzzi looking to get a second bite, he hasn't got there, and Veron over. But he took a fearful whack on his shin. And the players are not best happy with Benoit Coe's challenge there. Least of all Veron, who felt the weight of it. But Mihajlovic's ball in was a danger to that Inter defence. Peruzzi got a hand to it, tried to gather at the second attempt, and in comes Coe. Oh, he was lunging, wasn't he? And Veron was happy to get most of his body out of the way of that. And he was still caught in the end by Coe. But the attention to the French midfielder, who's going to be booked for the challenge, meant that Veron's shot flew over the top. Well, there'll be a couple of minutes more stoppage time, I would think. In fact, the referee has given a free kick, so Mihajlovic has yet another opportunity. Now, by his standards, the old law of averages from his free kicks, this one ought to go in. He's had two opportunities, and can he make the third one count? Sinisa Mihajlovic. And again, the wall did the job. Full credit to the massed ranks of yellow shirts in there. He's not got the old shooting boots on tonight so far, but Sinisa Mihajlovic. It's not a good clearance from the back. Here's Veron. Good ball. Nedved. Support from Pancaro. Teasing ball in. Free header over the top. Simeone. Didn't he attack it well, though? Teasing ball in from Pancaro, and he should have done better. Simeone, free header. Should have had that on target. Salas got the call from the Argentinian, and he couldn't get up and over the ball enough. It was the last action of the first half. There's the man who's got the only goal, the Uruguayan international, Alvaro Recoba. And disappointed, as well they might be, Lazio players at the end of the first half here. They've had so much of the play. Nedved missed a good early opportunity. Early or Boksic were going to be used as a striking partner for Salas from the start. As it turned out, neither were. But Ravanelli gets his opportunity now in place of Simeone. Inter have the same complement out for the start of the second half as they did at first whistle. But apart from Cordoba, let's not forget his sending off, which was the real talking point just before half-time, when the Colombian international was sent off in bizarre circumstances, really, because I think we all saw from the replay it looked more like he was being fouled by Salas than vice versa. And it was deemed to be a professional foul by Cordoba. He was the last man on Salas. The referee, Stefano Braschi, waved a red card in his face, and the Colombian had to walk. And so Peruzzi and company have a man disadvantage for the second half. And certainly that was in the thinking of Sven-Goran Eriksson. I think now they've got the man advantage, you can afford to get Ravanelli on and play in a more adventurous mode with the front two. What will happen now in particular is that Recoba will probably drop a little bit deeper in this second half for Inter and leave Zamorano on his own up front. We'll see how it plans out. Now Serena has come on at the start of the second half for Inter. Hadn't spotted that one initially. Serena wearing 6. Looks to me as if it... And we'll just check on who's gone off in just a moment or two's time for Inter. Not that obvious at the moment. Here's Veron to strike. And that one fizzed over the top. But it's certainly Serena is now playing at left wing back for Inter. It may be that Lippi's doing away with the wing back and centre back system now. Zanetti has gone over to the right side, and Panucci has now gone in alongside Laurent Blanc. And it's Recoba, the player who has made way. And so Zamorano is certainly on his own up front for this second half. And that's a foul on Negro. Simic. Pancaro. Just looking at the way Inter lining up, they still look as though they've got the wing-back and centre-back system in operation. Panucci, Blanc and Simic, the three centre-backs, with Zanetti right side and Serena now on the left. Good work here by Pancaro, hooked away by Coe. Salas. Salas again. Curious ball. And the backtrack was Veron. Here's Sensini. Some work to do here to try and find Ravanelli. The ball ricochets away off an Inter player and out for a Lazio corner. Inter looking incidentally for their first win in the league away to Lazio for some 4 seasons. 1-0 on that occasion in '96, thanks to a Nesta own goal. Interesting corner, picking out Veron. Loses out tamely in the end to Blanc. Inter looking for a swift counter-attack here. Seedorf. And Blanc all the way back with Peruzzi. Sides drew 1-1 at the San Siro earlier in this Serie A campaign. Goals on that occasion from Zamorano and Pancaro. But Recoba, the man who's given way tactically at half-time, it's no slight on his performance. His goal after 19 minutes still separates them here in the Olympic Stadium in Rome. At the moment, Inter are coping pretty well with the man disadvantage. Here's Seedorf. It's curious, isn't it, to see more of the ball with 10 than they were with 11. Work that one out if you can. A good throw out by Marcasciani. Gets it back off his teammate, who put in a lot of pressure, under a lot of pressure. Pancaro. This is Veron. He can switch the point of attack here. And Giuseppe Pancaro. Salas looking to poach. Marcasciani not. Rather Peruzzi not ready to let him do so. Loose pass by Mihailovic. Simone Inzaghi going through his stretching exercises on the touchline there. And there's a part to play for him. Not a good back pass to Peruzzi, but he had time ahead of Salas. This kick by Serena. And Stankovic has had the ball pinched off him by Simic, who's continued his run. Receives again from Seedorf. In towards Zamorano. First to it was Coe. The shot. And some sting behind it from Biagio, who can really hit them. It was a bit of Now, what did Coe trip over? Thin air, it would appear. Negro. Ravanelli. Stankovic. Shooting opportunity maybe, goes for the cross, real chance here, must be, no, great save, Peruzzi. What an opportunity it's seen for Pavel Nedved. Lovely cushion header down from Salas, and isn't that brave and effective goalkeeping? Look how Peruzzi made himself big and brave and denied Nedved. Corner for Mihajlovic. Ravanelli couldn't get a head onto it. It's out with Nedved again. Must be offside. 3, take your pick. But a vital save from one of the best in the business. And here we look again at the offside. Could go down as a very crucial stop that from Angelo Peruzzi. That's a foul by Stankovic on Serena. Free kick then for Inter. Seedorf. Usual fine close control from the Dutchman. Di Biagio to Laurent Blanc. Coe will leave that for Seedorf, intelligently so. Di Biagio, nice interpassing here from 10-man Inter. Zanetti. Di Biagio, excellent running off the ball. Promising move this from the visitors, but Ravanelli's back to tidy up for Lazio. Dejan Stankovic. Rather ambitious ball, offered no scope at all to Pancaro. Usual excellent work rate that Lippi's had out of Di Biagio. Not many players in Serie A get through as much work as he does. He's in there again. This is Negro. Well, just struggling to find some rhythm at the moment, Lazio. He's a cool, calm customer normally, Eriksson, and the body language suggests he's maintained that. He must be very frustrated. Zanetti. Held up by Pancaro, forward by Mihajlovic. That's a better pass this time for Nedved. Ravanelli. Nedved's gone on ahead of him. Salas. Fair challenge by Simic, said the referee, who again was well positioned. Here's Pavel Nedved. Support from the fullback, Pancaro. Decent ball in, Ravanelli's header! Just eluded Salas, who was coming in at the far post. Great ball in from Pancaro. Ravanelli's header. Here's the cross from the fullback. Very difficult to defend against. Ravanelli attacked it well at the near post, and lucky not to divert it straight into goal, and Salas couldn't get there. Well, they're bound to make opportunities in the second half, Lazio. And Inter will feel that they might need the cushion of a second goal if they can found it on a counter-attack. I think that's the way the second half's going to shape up. Mostly Lazio possession again. Inter looking for the sharp breaks. Veron. Lots of space here for Paolo Negro. Ravanelli. Not a sure first touch from Fabrizio Ravanelli. Seedorf. Lovely turn. Beautifully done by Clarence Seedorf. And Zamorano's done well to hold that up for Zanetti. Coe's well forward here. Here's Zamorano again. Out to Zanetti. Coe just on the edge of the penalty area, waiting for a cross. Zanetti looking to provide it. Too strong for Benoit Coe. Lots to admire in that earlier movement from Clarence Seedorf. Supremely well-balanced player. And still only 23. Hard to believe. Seems to have been around forever. In his debut for Ajax at 16. Here's Salas, he's onside. Ravanelli! Another vital stop from Peruzzi. Salas was onside, fed Ravanelli brilliantly. Little look up, unselfish of Salas. The angle wide for him, not for Ravanelli. Vital block from Peruzzi. Two really good stops now from the Inter goalkeeper. 9th Lazio corner. Mihajlovic delivers. There's a push. And a little bit of respite for an overworked Inter defence. Ravanelli must have thought he was a certain scorer there. But Angelo Peruzzi finding the sort of goalkeeping that helped take Juventus to 3 titles in 5 seasons before his move last summer to Inter. Good run here by Stankovic. And away by Simic. Seedorf doing well again against Veron. Nice work from Inter. Zanetti. Panucci. Not a good ball from Ravanelli. Mihailovic. Time and space for the Yugoslav international. It's for one of those raking balls forward. Salas giving chase, but right down the throat of Peruzzi. Sergio Cragnotti in the grey hair behind the man with the black cap, the president of Lazio. Didn't spend much in the summer, only $76 million. Not much by Lazio's recent standards. Contrast that with $150 million that Inter have spent since the end of last season. What a turnaround in personnel. Lippi has brought in 20 players and no less than 25 have left in that time. It's virtually a completely new side as Inter chase their first Scudetto since '89. Veron. Ball's found its way here to Negro. Ravanelli. Negro in space for the return. In comes a cross. Oh, and it's Laurent Blanc who gets an important touchdown. Out as far as Veron. Nedved looking to turn. Oh! Like to see that from the camera behind the goal. It didn't miss by very much, did it? Pavel Nedved. In fact, it was Stankovic who turned on the edge of the area. And it was, what, a couple of yards away in the end. And a bit more, maybe. But it was a sweet turn from Dejan Stankovic. This time, Peruzzi not called into action. Zamorano having words with Nesta. Veron. Pancaro on his outside, ignored for the time being. Veron looks right side for the galloping figure of Negro. Throw in conceded by Serena. Veron. Oh, and taken at the second attempt by Peruzzi. Looked rather casual there as the cross was whipped in by Veron. Nesta. Negro, oh, he's done well. Good running here from Stankovic. Serena trapped back with him well there. Still only 21, Dejan Stankovic, former Red Star Belgrade player. Rich future he's got ahead of him. It's a relatively young Lazio side, only Marchigiani and Mihailovic beyond the age of 30. There's a lot more to come from this Lazio side. It's such a big, talented squad. Mihailovic's corner. Ravanelli almost on his knees. Found the header into the path of Negro. Somehow managed to perfect the trick. Mihailovic. He too unorthodox, but it's found its way to Veron. Pancaro. Lots of space here now for the cross from Nedved. 5 white shirts inside the penalty area. Down as far as Veron to hit. Well, not a bad try, but it's asking a lot to beat Peruzzi from that range. Juan Veron. Got it down quickly and got over the volley as best he could. Forward by Nesta. Game chase from Ravanelli, but never likely to reach that one. Zanetti. Now Peruzzi. Here's Seedorf. Serena. Coy. Clarence Seedorf. Confident into passing from Inter. Have they over-elaborated there? Here's Veron. Lazio waiting to make a substitution. Look, beautifully taken by Salas. He was unlucky. He was unlucky there. Marcelo Salas. Right, Recoba in the first half. He took that beautifully in his stride, but just found himself with his back to goal, unlike Recoba, to score the only goal of the night so far in the 19th minute of the first half for Inter. Goal scorer since replaced at half-time for 10-man Inter. He joined us late on ESPN. Ivan Cordoba was sent off just before half-time. One of the most bizarre decisions I've seen for a long time. And it looked like he was being fouled by Salas. Decision went against Cordoba. He was the last man challenging on the edge of the penalty area with Salas. It was deemed to be a professional foul. That's a corner off Simic. Lazio still waiting to make the switch. Biding their time for the moment. Salas wondering if there's a 12th Serie A goal for him here. Now the change will come. Sensini coming off. And the Portuguese international Sergio Conceição will come on. Inter will have every reason to fear him. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Mihailovic with a corner. Scuffed it rather. Made life easy for Biagio with a header clear. Conceição, or rather Nesta. And that ball's out of play. It's going to be a Lazio throw. Still the calm exterior, and inside his blood will be boiling, and he knows how important this game is. Sven-Göran Eriksson, the Lazio coach. Here's Pancaro, linking with Conceição. Serena attacked the header well. Back out with Pancaro again. Now it's Conceição. Looks to go on the outside of Zanetti. Not many get past the Argentinian. It's another Lazio corner. They're 12th to Inter's 1. The throw-in has been given. It looked initially as if the ball had gone out for a corner. They've worked the throw-in pretty well. And there's space here for the shot. Oh, Salas in the way! And the spectacular bicycle kick just wouldn't come off for Stankovic. That looked goal-bound. Conceição's shot. Now it was going wide, but Salas got on the way of it. It was almost a good pass in the end for Stankovic. Here's Pancaro. You sense a Lazio equaliser. Here's Salas. Did well to keep it in, but there's nobody really in support. Zamorano. Just need a couple of players to hold the ball up now and earn a little bit of space to gather breath for that increasingly overworked Inter defence. Foul given here against Nedved. The reason I was mentioning Inter have reason to fear Conceição is because he scored in both league encounters against Inter last season. One of those games, an amazing 5-3 Lazio win in the San Siro. Game in which Conceição scored twice. In the season before last, he also scored in the 1998. Or rather, he was on the receiving end of Inter's 3-0 win against Lazio in the 1998 UEFA Cup final. Can Conceição make a difference here? In possession now. Veron. Clip forward, header one, well by Stankovic. Cleared by Panucci. Here's Veron, again afforded some space. Thinks about the shot, drives it in, good save, Panucci, Salas! Just couldn't get the meaningful touch on the rebound. Really fiercely driven here by Veron, and a great stop by Peruzzi. I wonder if Ravanelli might have been offside as Salas, look at that strong hand again by Peruzzi. Took a merest of deflections off Laurent Blanc. And Salas looked to have a great chance here, and he did have a good chance and scuffed his attempt. Here's Conceição, good ball, Pancaro looking to measure the cross, Salas, oh, he took that off the head of Ravanelli, who probably was better positioned. Did Salas get the call from Ravanelli? No doubt that the man they call the white feather here in Italy was better placed. Seedorf. Throw Inter. They'll be quite happy to have possession inside the Lazio half for a change. Seedorf. Looking for Zamorano. Comfortable header back from Negro to Marchegiani. Sergio Conceição. He's got away from Zanetti here, has he? Oh, that looked a little late from Biagio. Painful one for Conceição. They hurt. A little stamp there. Throw-in's been taken quickly though. No foul was given there for the challenge. Forward by Negro. The idea was right. Just a little bit too much purchase on the through ball. And Inter really in debt to their goalkeeper Peruzzi. That's 3 brilliant saves he's made now in this second half. A couple of notable ones too in the first. Seedorf. Panucci. A rare misplaced pass from Seedorf. Remember the positionings at the top of the Serie A table. Juventus 53 points, Lazio second 49. Right behind them their opponents tonight, Inter on 46. So an Inter win tonight, and by my reckoning they will go ahead of Lazio by virtue of a superior goal difference. They'll be level on points, 49 apiece, but still some way to go. Pancaro! And again, Peruzzi's got every angle covered. Hit this well on the run, the fullback. Peruzzi again called into action. Pancaro's cross. Free header! Well, the ball's in there, but the whistle has gone. Salas will not get the goal. And offside against Ravanelli, quite clearly there. He was half a metre or so offside. As we stop the picture there, you can quite clearly see the right half of Ravanelli is offside. Disappointment for Salas. Negro. Foul given against Stankovic. Done pretty well, Serena, since he came on that left-hand side. Seedorf to Zamorano. Di Biagio. And now Panucci. Ball gifted cheaply back to Lazio by Inter. Here's Conceição. Lots coming down that left-hand side for Lazio at the moment. Down goes Nedved. Referee again right on the spot, said no free kick. Zanetti. A bit of a missed kick there by Panucci. More assured touch by Pancaro, who receives again from Veron. Good defending by Zanetti. Pinched here by Mihailovic. Pinched back by Inter. Seedorf. Lovely layoff. Di Biagio. That's lovely play by Inter. Space here now for Koe. Seedorf wants the early ball forward. And they just found themselves on the wrong wavelength there. And they got three forward. To good effect, Inter. Anti-climax to what was an excellent break. Here come Lazio meanwhile. And again, as he often is, Laurent Blanc in the right place for Inter. Di Biagio. That's a foul. Dive in there by Pancaro. Didn't really need to dive in there, the fullback, just need to jockey Zanetti. Double substitution being made here now. And we're going to see Paolo Negro replaced by Simone Inzaghi. So clearly Sven-Goran Eriksson wants more firepower up there. Inter are going to make a change of their own too. And they're bringing on a defender in Colonnesi. So the clear intent there, more defensive cover for Inter, and more Lazio hope, striking power in the shape of Simone Inzaghi. Zanetti is the player who's made way, incidentally, for Colonnesi. Offside against Inter. It's a throw to Lazio. Sorry, I do apologise. I misled you a moment or two ago. It's not Zanetti who's gone off. It appears to be Koe. Just looking around. This is Nesta. And a throw in favour of Lazio. Seemed to be a heavy touch off Nesta there. Serena arguing the situation with the referee's assistant. This is Pancaro. Stankovic. Nedved looking for the cross. Provides it to Ravanelli. Difficult to get any purchase on the header there with the angle of his body. It's a nice ball in from Pavel Nedved. Routine for Peruzzi. Di Biagio. Oh, lovely vision. Zamorano wants the ball early. And almost received it from Panucci. Pancaro in the way, importantly for Lazio. The threat is still there from 10-man Inter when they do counter-attack. Such a nice access about that midfield of Seedorf on the ball here, and Di Biagio gets away from Pancaro. Good work again by Clarence Seedorf, away by Nesta. Simic under pressure from Laurent Blanc's pass. The throw will go Inter's way. Biagio. Serena. Zamorano. Good goal-scoring form of late. 3 goals in the last 4 games for Ivan Zamorano. Still the only goal of the game. 19th minute of the first half. Really fine strike from Alvaro Recoba, who was replaced at half-time by the coach Lippi there. I wonder how many of those cigars he gets through in a season in the 90 minutes. Conceição switch flanks, and he's done well against Serena. Now he needs a good cross, and he couldn't provide it. He had so many to hit there in white shirts, Sergio Conceição. Seedorf won't give up any lost causes there. Mihailovic across with the covering tackle. Here's the earlier good work from Conceição, got the fortune of the ricochet. And it was a very, very disappointing resultant cross. Zanetti, lots of space here for Panucci. Whips in the cross. Look at Seedorf here now, they're not getting to him. Chance to set it up. Chance for 2-0. A goal! Biagio! The man who used to ply his trade with Lazio when he was a youngster, only got 1 Serie A appearance in Lazio colours. Then he moved to the arch-enemy Roma and had 4 years here in the Olympic Stadium in Rome. And joyous scenes on the terraces occupied by Inter fans. Only his 2nd Serie A goal of the season, and a big, big goal this is. Marchegiani couldn't get there. Panucci's ball in, but look at the space here initially for Seedorf. Right flank of that Lazio defence, nowhere. I'm not quite sure where Negro was supposed to be. And Biagio squeezed it in. Action initially off Pancaro. Fingertips from Marchegiani. 2-0 Inter. Well, they've had to work hard defensively. They've had to rely on outstanding stops from Peruzzi. But they have been a threat when they have got forward on occasions. And Biagio made the chance count. Oh, what a disappointing last few weeks for Lazio. There's still time for them to make a recovery here. Foul. Trip by Ravanelli. But they've taken only 2 points from the last 9 in the Champions League. Their league form hasn't been entirely shabby. Just the 1 defeat in the last 7. That coming away against Milan. And now it's the other Milan club, Inter, who've got distance between themselves and Lazio through Biagio's goal. Veron. Comfortable header away for Simic. Panucci. All the noise being made by the travelling fans from Milan. Seedorf tussling here with Conceição. Handball against Clarence Seedorf. Another industrious performance, though, from the man bought for $15 million from Real Madrid. What a good capture he's been for Inter. Nedved. Onside here. Pancaro feels for handball. Another great stop by Peruzzi. Is there any way past this Inter goalkeeper? Seemingly not. It's his night, all right. Another good Lazio move. Pancaro's done well in the second half, almost like a left winger at times. Here's Zanetti. Strong run from midfield, Javier Zanetti. Well, he had every right to think that Seedorf was going to be in support here. It looked like an arm there by Pancaro, got away with it. Excellent work again by Peruzzi. Veron. Pancaro. Attacking Panucci. Oh, he's got clear of Panucci. Chance here! Off the bar and in! Lazio get one back. Simone Inzaghi was there to poach. The substitute has only been on for a few minutes. It might even be his first touch. But they got a little bit of fortune here. Finally, Peruzzi beaten. Stankovic onto the bar. Pancaro's cross in here. Goalkeeper out of the feet. Stankovic got the touch. And there was Inzaghi to poke the ball in. And Lazio have a lifeline. Should be in for a storming finish now. Forward by Panucci. Cut out by Nesta. Strong run from the back from the Lazio captain. He's continued his run forward. Ravanelli. Space here for Stankovic. Conceição looking to attack Serena. Got a yard for the cross. Good one in! And the whistle in evidence. Salas challenging with Peruzzi. And the free kick has been given against the Chilean now. Well, I'm not sure there was too much in the challenge from Salas here. Might have been a suggestion of a push by Laurent Blanc. Teasing ball in by Conceição. Don't think there's too much wrong in that challenge from Marcelo Salas. In fact, the free kick wasn't given. It went out for a goal kick. Zamorano, meantime, is coming off to be replaced by Adrian Mutu, the Romanian. Signed back in January from Dinamo Bucharest. And 5 minutes left for Lazio to get back on terms, or perhaps even better. Mutu offside. Not keen to give the ball back to Conceição. Temper's getting somewhat frayed, as you might expect in the heat of such an important fixture. Seedorf. Stern challenge, a bit of afters there from the earlier altercation between Conceição and Mutu. Here's the Romanian again. Was he tipped by Nesta? Yes, says the referee. Nesta thought it was the old dive off the high board here from Mutu. Seedorf with the free kick. Inter looking to get the goal, which will certainly end the contest in Inter's favour. Seedorf then. Well, he was ambitious, but eats up a few more vital seconds. Pancaro. Nedved might think about the shot here. Out for a corner. To be sure that Mihajlovic will get forward to take it. Well, he's received from the corner. Didn't get time to get up to take it. Peruzzi's block. Inter player well placed to hack it clear. Good ball, Nesta to Conceição. Decent cross in. Good header by Laurent Blanc above Ravanelli. Here's Juan Verón. Pancaro. Strong finish from Lazio. In comes across, Conceição at stretch. Hooked away. Desperate defending now from Inter. No offside here, and Peruzzi's out. And there's a real opportunity. Pancaro! What a good finish by the fullback! And what a great comeback by Lazio! And the noise is deafening inside the Olympic Stadium in Rome. 10-man Inter have been unable to hold out. Peruzzi made the block on Inzaghi. He still had a lot to do, Pancaro. But what about that for a finish from a fullback? You can see how tight the angle is. Laurent Blanc desperately looking to get back on the line. And Pancaro's finish was unerring. His third Serie A goal of the season, and such a crucial one. And from 2-0 down, Inter are back on terms. You have to feel a little bit of sympathy for Angelo Peruzzi. He's been brilliant in that Inter goal. It's been his saves that's kept Lazio out. He got a touch ahead of Inzaghi, but it wouldn't fall this time to a yellow shirt. Injured in the process, as we view it again. And Pancaro kept his head, steady nerve, and found the top corner. And there's still time for either side to pinch it. Peruzzi looks as though he's going to be fit to continue. And Inter have been afforded a free kick. Pancaro's goal coming just 2 minutes of time. And there'll be a little bit of stoppage time to add on. A bit more of it now after Peruzzi's injury. But full credit to Lazio, pilloried somewhat for their performances against Feyenoord in the Champions League, but there's still heart and there's still character in their ranks. Foul given against Nedved. Storming match, rich in entertainment. I'm sure, like me, you've enjoyed it. Foul on Mutu. Three minutes of additional time to be added on. Seedorf over the free kick. Looks as though he's going to tee it up for Luigi Di Biagio. And he can really thump them, Di Biagio. Number 23, waiting to come on to the touch from Seedorf. Di Biagio then to hit. Forcing a save out of Marchegiani. And has the presence of mind to get there and gather it a second attempt. Nesta. Cacophony of sound now inside the Olympic Stadium, urging Lazio on to a winner. Pancaro. Down goes Salas, no question of a foul. Seedorf, not a good pass. Stankovic. Ravanelli. Conceição. Trying to buy himself the yardage of space to get the ball in. Took a ricochet, it's in there. Peruzzi opts to punch and picks out Di Biagio. That was a bit angry, the challenge by Mutu. Not very well received by Mihajlovic. He takes a free kick quickly. Here come Lazio again. And it's away by Bonucci. It's a Lazio throw. Verón. Pancaro. And there's some pushing going on inside the penalty area. And it's welcome decision for 10-man Inter. Ravanelli, the man, and maybe too Inzaghi involved in some pushing there. But we're into the last minute of stoppage time. Another thrilling match from Serie A in Italy. The best action week in, week out here on ESPN. 1-0 for Inter at half-time. Goal from Recoba after Cordoba was bizarrely and very harshly sent off in the closing minutes of the first half for an alleged foul. I use the word alleged markedly. And that foul given on Salas and a red card for Cordoba. But Biagio getting a second goal in the second half. It looked like Inter were on the way to an unlikely victory. But full credit to Lazio for the comeback. Goals for Inzaghi and Pancaro. Here's Veron. And the referee has allowed virtually exactly 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end. And honours even. And one or two tempers being lost as well at the end. Panucci and Inzaghi getting involved. Referee looking to separate them at the finish.